Hi, everyone. I'm Gretchen Bailey with Optometry Times, and I am joined today by Dr. Damon Dierker, who has some great branding behind him there from Eye Surgeons of Indiana. I love that. And he is also the founder of Dry Eye Boot Camp. So, Damon, thank you very much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Nice to see you, Gretchen. Excited. We're having upcoming events where Dry Eye Boot Camp is going to be part of that. I'm Director of Optometric Services at Eye Surgeons of Indiana. I'm president of the Indiana Optometric Association, and then I founded Dry Eye Boot Camp in 2016 because I was really interested in providing a platform for my colleagues in eye care, both optometry and ophthalmology, as well as technicians and administrators, to be really able to dig in and learn all the different things that are going on in the world of dry eye so they can help their patients and ultimately help their practices.
I think that's absolutely fabulous. And this year, because meetings are going virtual, you have combined forces with Ahamd Fahmy's Twin Cities OSD meeting. So tell me a little bit about how that came about, how you decided to join forces and go virtual.
So we've had 7 live events all over the country, from Indianapolis to Sacramento, Nashville, others. And we had a live event planned for May in Atlanta. Obviously, that was not going to happen. We pushed it back tentatively to August, but even back when we did that in April, I was pretty certain that that wasn't going to happen either. So starting probably around mid-April, with everything going on in our world, I could see that a live in-person meeting to have the sort of impact that I would want to have in the next generation of boot camp was just not going to happen. So I thought hard and talked with some friends and colleagues and made a decision. Yeah, I really want to start looking at a way to bring our interactive program virtual. But that is a monumental endeavor to do that, if you can imagine. It's hard to put on an in-person meeting. It's a factor of 10 harder to do that virtually. You wouldn't think that, but there's just so much that goes on. And we're just not used to doing this in the eye care world, right? We're used to going on to a meeting, getting on a plane, getting in a hotel, having a couple days to relax. Virtual is all different. So I said, you know, I still want to do it. I need to think about it. It's a big leap of faith. So I talked to my friend Ahamd. I knew he had a meeting that he had to postpone in March, the Twin Cities Ocular Surface Disease Symposium. And he was having the exact same thought process, which is really cool. Is he was on the same plane as I was. I really want to do virtual. It's a big commitment. I'm not sure I'm ready. I said, Ahamd, this is absolutely perfect. You and I, let's just do this together. And if we have this successful event, fantastic. If not, we'll just fail together, right? And you know, we got together on the same plane. He has the same passion that I do, is really a patient-centric approach to education, making sure that if we take good care of the patient, it's going to work out well for our practices, and really be passionate and lead by example. So then we looked around and found different platforms that we could look at for a virtual meeting. Ended up partnering with Covalent Events. They've been fantastic. And now we're going to have nearly 2,000 people at our virtual meeting. So I could not be more excited about that.
That is really cool. I really love how you both have come together to bring 2 different great dry eye meetings at one time and offer a variety of education, from a little more on the basic side to a little bit more on the advanced side, and you've got it all covered. So I think that's great. So
that's how we got to the term Everything Dry Eye, Everything Dry Eye Virtual Symposium, everythingdryeye.com, because literally that's what we wanted to do, is have a place where no matter what level you are in terms of providing care for dry eye patients, we're going to have education for you.
What do you think this will look like moving forward next year? Do you think you will continue to partner with Ahamd and his meeting, or do you think you will break away?
So I think that it's been a great thing to partner with Ahamd. He has a program that's a little bit different, emphasis on more advanced recalcitrant disease. And my track with Dry Eye Boot Camp is really more for, hey, I just want to get started, help me, you know, what are the first steps, and then to develop a protocol and then maybe bring in some technology. So I think it's a really nice partnership, and I can see ourselves doing, you know, smaller events together. You know, maybe we have a yearly or twice a year sort of big event. Maybe it ends up being a hybrid model where we are in person live somewhere and then we're streaming. So I think that the world of education in optometry and ophthalmology is going to have a virtual component to it.
I
I think
agree.
the market is going to demand that. So I think we're going to prepare ourselves to have the platform to be able to pull that off. And whether that's solely virtual or hybrid model, that's kind of where I see going forward. Caveat is, in the world of COVID-19, I take everything 1 week at a time. So, this may be dated after we get to press on this, because you just never know what's going to happen. So we're having a good time. We're all in on the virtual events. And, I'm excited to look at future opportunities with the mod, covalent events, iVista, MedEd, everybody that we're working with. And my faculty and his faculty have just been tremendous.
Well, that sounds fabulous. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today, Damon.
Thanks, Gretchen.